Hi folks, welcome to Barb Makes Things. Today I'm modeling and 3D printing a holder for an LED throwie.
Barb Makes Things!
Well, I think throwies technically involve magnets too, which you could add. This is just a simple holder for an LED and a CR2032 coin cell battery. I've done these so many times in the past. Just LED, coin cell battery. Let there be fun. But usually we would hold them together with tape or a binder clip. And that might do the job for you. But I wanted a simple holder that we could mount onto a project and easily add or replace parts as needed. I measured my components with calipers and drew up a rough sketch of the idea. Then I took it into Fusion 360. I started with a box, then used the shell command to hollow it out. Sketches on various surfaces would let me modify this basic shape by extruding into or out of the object body. These are the holes for the LED legs. Here I added a cutout to make removing the battery easier. I gave the interior a lip at the bottom to match the shape of the coin cell battery and make sure it was put in correctly. Then I shaped the interior to mold to the battery. Finally, I marked where the positive side should go. Print it.
The holes for the LED legs are not there, even a little bit.
So I knew I needed to make the holes for the LEDs bigger, but I could still check out the rest of the dimensions. It fit, but it was a little looser than I'd like. It also fit with the LED legs in there, but I still wanted it a bit tighter to help hold everything in place. The grippy opening was pretty good, but would work better if it were on both sides. Also, with it being so wide, the battery was able to go in upside down. That's the point of that shape there, to be more intuitive. You match it up and it all works better. I also decided to round off the corners and possibly cut down on print time. Redesign shrunk the side walls in by 1 millimeter and the others by half, expanded the LED holes, and reprint.
Okay, it's the moment of truth. Do the LED legs fit, for one thing? Yes. I made it too narrow, though. This battery will no longer fit. Boo. Okay, that part would fit. The top part will not. Make the top part wider, and then that's it.
So I made the upper part of the sidewalls 0.5 millimeter wider total, but kept the bottom as it was. I also made grooves for where the LED legs should go. They aren't quite deep enough to make the legs go down the middle, but they encourage it. Let's give this a shot.
Third time is the fail! Fail! Fun and artistic, but a fail.
Okay, 4th time. And no, I didn't film the print again. It looks the same. It's snug enough that the battery fits well and doesn't fall out. It won't let you put it in the wrong way either. And the LED works.
Is it gonna work? Yes!
It's all held in place nicely. Putting the LED in first makes it a little easier. You can also slide a piece of paper between the battery and the LED leg to act as a switch. Before you ask, yes, I will make this model available to download, probably on Instructables. Keep an eye on Instructables or on my Twitter feed to see when I put it up. Printing these individually took about 25 minutes at 0.2 millimeter layer height. Combining a dozen in a single print does drive the time down a little bit. It would probably print faster if you rotated it, but then you'd need supports and just no. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out, and we'll see how they do with my students this week. I will probably be making modifications after some user testing. If you like this video, share it with a friend. If you didn't, share it with an enemy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Make sure to take a look at some of my other builds and how-tos. There are a lot of them. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you click the little bell, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you'd like to get videos a little early and support my channel, you can visit my Patreon page. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.